Yo, here's something I want to touch on. Is a CDL better than a tech industry job? Is a CDL better than a corporate job? Is a CDL, a commercial driver's license, better than going to college? Okay, is it even better to have a CDL than to be in like even construction sometimes, right? This is what I want to talk about. Let's just look at the tech industry, all right? I'm from the Bay Area and I know people that have been laid off, okay? That's not fake news. That's really happening. If you know people who work in the corporate world and the tech industry, there are a lot of layoffs going on. The economy, those corporate jobs, they're trimming the fat around the bone, okay? And here's the thing about trimming the fat around the bone. We're in a recession, all right? The media talks about, is a recession coming? Is a recession here? The recession is here, all right? These people that were making these six-figure salaries are being let go. What does that tell you? These companies just can't afford to have them right now, all right? It's getting tight, all right? And in the tech industry, there are a lot of companies with their whole business model that is just not needed at the end of the day. Look at LinkedIn. As big as LinkedIn is, you would think that they're a sound company, but their business model, if you really think about it, it's not needed. It's not necessary to have LinkedIn as a company. I wouldn't buy stock in LinkedIn, honestly. LinkedIn, they want to be the Facebook of finding a job in the corporate world, right? That LinkedIn, that's where you have your network, that's where your resume sits, right? That's where all your contacts are in other companies. If you're an accountant, I'm friends with the accountant across the street at Uber, at Google, at Facebook, right? At whatever, okay? I know a lot of accountants, so if anything happens with my job, I can reach out to them in my industry and they could find me another job. And all these job postings are on LinkedIn. Accountants, the tech industry, the corporate world, was running smoothly before LinkedIn came into the picture. They're not needed, okay? If you're an accountant and if LinkedIn wasn't around, you would still find another job as an accountant, right? If LinkedIn has made it easier, well, what about Snag a Job? What about Indeed? Okay. What about Craigslist? All right. What about word of mouth? LinkedIn, it's not really needed. Look at Pinterest. Who goes on Pinterest? Who has a Pinterest account? But they have a corporate office in San Francisco. Last I heard, they're still there. Okay. They might have pulled out. I could see Pinterest straight go belly up, but there's people that have been laid off from Pinterest who are coders, data analysis, software, whatever, managers, right? Team leads, accountants, HR that are being laid off from places like Pinterest, LinkedIn. And if their business motto isn't really necessary, and it's like they have this fantasy of being so big to where they're needed in the tech industry and the corporate world, like LinkedIn, they wish that they were needed. They're not really needed, but they want to grow their business so big to where they're needed and they're necessary. That's not happening yet. It might not ever happen, especially in a recession. And if they got projects in their company that just aren't necessary, they're going to start laying off. All right. What's going on with those truck drivers? We like this. We like. All right, checking our mirrors, driving, waiting to get unloaded. That freaking truck dude's been there for so long, man. But hey, at least we have a job. At least we're not in the unemployment line. At least we're not collecting unemployment. We are working, all right? In a bull market, recession, depression, happy days, sad days, up, down, all around, no matter what the stock market, the economy's doing, us truck drivers, we will be at work, okay? In a lockdown, we will be at work. You want to eat food? You're gonna get it off of a truck, off of a trailer, okay? You want to put clothes on your back? You want to go to the hospital, and all the equipment at the hospital, it comes off of a truck. You want to watch the Super Bowl? For the Super Bowl to happen, you need truck drivers. All of that equipment that goes into the Super Bowl comes off of a truck, okay? I don't know if you heard the reefer kick on, but like I said, you want to go grocery shopping, You're going to need a semi truck. It doesn't matter what the economy wants to do, whether it wants to go up, down, you want to get laid off, hired, whatever. If you're a CDL holder, you're going to be making money, and you're always going to have a job, and you're always going to be in demand as long as you have a clean driving record. You're not out here driving like a pendejo. You're not out here, messing up your driving record. You're always going to have a job, okay? And the thing about obtaining a CDL is you can get it for free. You can work for a mega carrier like mine, CR England or Swift, Knight, and they make it to where you could literally walk into their trucking schools with a permit on hand, and they'll take care of the rest as far as getting your CDL finalized. All right, as long as you show up to work every day. And if you work for them for a year, a lot of them will pay off your tuition for the trucker school, which could be like $7,000 to $10,000. A lot of money, right? With the interest on top of it. And they'll pay it off as long as you work for them for a year. So you're making money, you're paying off your loan for a year, and they're going to pay off the rest of it after that year contract is up. And you're going to have pretty much a free CDL. As long as you don't mess up your driving record, you got a free commercial driver's license, and you have job security for life, no matter what happens in the economy. All right? No matter who's getting laid off, you're not getting laid off. Now, let's talk about construction. People who are like plumbers, electricians, carpenters, I would say they might be in the same hole sometimes as the tech industry, believe it or not, because in a recession, say you're a carpenter, right, and you do residential, and there's a recession or a lockdown, and people are tightening up. They're not upgrading their kitchen. They're not getting new cabinets. They're not replacing their garage door or adding on that second floor to their house or doing something to the basement. They're not spending money. There's no construction going on, which means you don't have a job, right? Or you have very limited work if you're a general contractor and you own your own business. While us truck drivers, we right here like this. We like, right? If you're an owner, operator, company driver, you right here like this. You like, right? That's what you're doing. You're working, okay? The general contractor might be out of work. He might go belly up in a recession because no one's spending money with him. No one's hiring him to put in new cabinets or floors or whatever. While as truck drivers, we like here, we like this. We like, right? The tech workers, they're getting laid off. They're trying to find a job, and I'm not making fun of everybody, of anyone, but at the same time, as truck drivers, we like here, we're like this. We're like, right? It is what it is, dude. Ask yourself this. If you're a kid in high school, or if you know some kid in high school, right? And your mom, dad, auntie, uncle, the guy across the street, they're like, Johnny, you need to go to college, okay? It's very important. Your education is very important. Stay in school as long as you can, all right? That way you get a good job when you get out of school. Is that the truth? Is that the truth? If you're going to go to college to be the top two, doctor or a lawyer, you have to go to college. You have to go to law school. You have to go to medical school. But if you're going to college to go into the corporate world and you're going to work for a job, especially for a startup company, and their business model is just not necessary, it's like some tech fantasy, right? They want to be the new, environmental friendly water bottle makers, right? Is it necessary? And you're the account manager or the software developer for them or whatever. Is it really necessary? And like I said, you work for a mega carrier, 1 year into it, they pay off your tuition. You work for Google or Facebook for 1 year, you still have your tuition, right? You become a doctor, you work for the hospital for 1 or 2 years. I haven't heard of hospitals paying off college tuition for medical school. No, I've heard doctors that are saddled with that debt for a long time. If they're a brain surgeon, yeah, they're going to make a lot of money. They can pay it off, right? But ask yourself this: are you that smart to become a brain surgeon? Because if you are, do it. You're going to make a lot of money as a brain surgeon. I'm not that smart, okay? So that's just my thoughts on it, man. Really think about it. Is blue collar work better than white collar work, right? Is a CDL better than being a coder, right? Yeah, they make a lot of money. They probably outpace us on the salary, but who's out of work right now? Who's still working in a recession, bear market, right? When we're in a recession, who's working? Me or you? Me or the corporate guy? I'm working. I'm at work right now. I'm going to be at work tomorrow and the next day. So, what all the YouTubers say, smash that like button, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this a very interesting topic. Is a CDL better than a corporate job, right? Where is the job security? Is the job security in one of the professions that is necessary, that is so necessary to the way that we live, right? If you're going to college, like, the most necessary thing, honestly, is being a doctor, right? That's 100% job security. Or a lawyer, that's 100% job security. People are always going to court. There's always going to be people going to prison for murder, and they need a lawyer. They need an attorney. There's always going to be people that need to go grocery shopping and put clothes on their back. So you're going to need a truck driver, right? Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Holla back.